guys, welcome to today's episode of Trending. I'm your host as always. My name is Nancy Isime, and yes, Trending is brought to you by Airtel. On this show, we discuss all trending topics that concerns you and bring you everything and everyone that is trending. But before I go into the main deal of the day, please allow me go on a short break, and when I come back, I'll introduce who my guest is for today. I'll be right back, guys. Hey guys, it is still Trending brought to you by Airtel. On today's show, we'll be discussing the topic, Bring Back Our Sexiness. And today we have fashion stylist and entrepreneur, Jane Michael Ekanem. Now, Jane is a celebrity fashion stylist and entrepreneur, not only in Nigeria, but also in diaspora. When we say sexiness, we talk style, fashion, etc. People usually say that do not follow the latest trends, rather create your own style. How have we been able to create our own unique style in Nigeria and how it has influence the world in general? With me, like I said, is someone who's known for her work with the likes of Yemi Alade, Tiwa Savage, and a whole lot of high-profile clients.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Thank you so much.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
I can tell because you're smiling like from ear to ear. Okay, if you don't know, Jane has also styled me on a couple jobs, so we go way back. And it's always good to have you around and see the growth that you've made in the business.
Thank you so
How are you
much.
feeling today?
I'm okay, I'm fine, I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm really happy to be here.
Great, it's the first time I'm having you, so it's good to have you. Now, there's a segment
Thank
of the
you.
show called the Style Update segment, where you get to update us about your style, tell us what you're wearing, and the inspiration behind it.
Okay, so I am wearing a tuxedo, or
Okay.
should I call it a suit dress? Yes, that's what it is. And I particularly don't follow trends.
Okay.
And when it comes to colors, choice of colors, I either wear white or black.
Okay.
I'm not wearing my brand. I'm a brand, or I own a brand,
Yes.
which is the Jane Michael collection.
Which
But
is just new. You just recently launched
yes,
that. How's it going?
Yes, about 6 months ago. It's
Okay.
going so well. And, you know, this was what I felt like wearing, you know.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, let me just pick
Are
this
you
up and
also
wear
of the notion that white is the peaceful color to wear every time? It
Well,
attracts.
not peaceful color to wear, but
Okay.
I think white signifies peace.
Peace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now let's talk about the topic of the day, which is fashion and bringing back our sexiness. Now, you've been in the fashion industry for a long time. How long now?
9 years.
9 years.
Yes,
9.
yes.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
But let's know, what is your definition of sexy? And in fashion and every other aspect combined, what should you say sexy means?
Sexy is being confident and comfortable.
Okay.
You know, there are some plus size people who are very confident with their size, and they will tell you that, I'm sorry, I don't intend to lose weight. I think that's being sexy, you know, being bold, and you're not easily influenced, or you're not intimidated by what is happening in the environment. That's sexy to me.
Okay.
And, you know, taste is also relative. When it comes to being sexy, what might be sexy to me might be, wearing all bomb shorts and showing, you know,
Right.
revealing all parts of your body. But sexiness might be to the next person, you know, wearing, you know, you have to be well dressed or decently dressed, in quotes, covering up your whole body. So it's relative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but talking about sexiness still, what celebrity or public figure would you say has been living the real meaning of sexiness in fashion?
I would always choose Kelly Rowland. She's my
Okay.
she's my day to go sexy woman.
And you think
in-
she's your twin sister in your mind, somewhere at the back of your mind.
I think-
Okay, so Kelly, how about in Nigeria?
In Nigeria, I would say Lola Ray.
Lola Ray.
Yes, she's my day to go sexy woman. And when it comes to the regular, you know, everybody I meet that makes me feel good, you know, you make me feel good, you make me feel appreciated.
Okay.
You know, and my mom as well, you know, I think she's sexy. Regardless of what she's been through, she can still hold on tight. She's still holding on tight.
Amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people are of the notion that sexiness has to do with you exposing some certain parts of your body. Do you agree with this?
Like I said earlier, it's relative. If you're comfortable flipping your, you know, your titties everywhere, you know, that's as long as you're comfortable.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I would want to throw it all out, like, oh yes, I have to show my body and all of that. I have my moments when I do that in my house, you know, for myself, you know. And then because we are in Africa, you can't come out the way you would want to come out.
Okay.
Fortunately for me, the kind of job I do has exposed me to not judging people based on how they are dressed or how they look. So yes, that's sexiness for me. You know, sexiness, like I said earlier, is being comfortable.
But you know, luckily these days, 2016, 2017, and the past few years, a lot of people have tried to defy all odds and said, okay, you know what, I don't care if I'm in Africa, I don't care if I'm in Nigeria, I'm going to actually imbibe whatever fashion culture I want to. Most of the times, we're being influenced more by the Western culture than we are by the African culture. What do you have to say about this? People who are going out of their way to actually look not so African.
Maybe because I am so much of a liberal person, so my answers wouldn't be, oh no, you shouldn't be dressed that way. I would never give you such answers. I can use Mahida as an example.
Okay.
You know, Mahida, like, she literally puts out everything, and she's still married. She has a child. She has a happy family. You know, she has people who's gone to shade her, insulted. You know, they've done everything, insulted her, but she still does what she's doing, and regardless, she still has her fans. And then you have pastors out there who people criticize based on just what they have said.
Okay.
You know, so I wouldn't say that, you know, because you choose to follow the Western world, it's not being sexy or you're not doing the right thing. It's up to you. Does it make you happy?
Go ahead.
Go on.
Great, but let's talk about what is trending right now.
Okay.
For me and for a lot of people, we feel like the whole off-shoulder Ankara blouse things, I mean, 10 out of every 20 girls at a gathering, they own one. You see somebody wearing one, at least. You guys in the street, somebody's wearing one. What do you think triggered this style?
I know in the 70s they had that style, and then it's back again. You know, I think it was even the people in the 70s who knew what the trend was at that time that knew that it was called cold shoulder then, because we didn't even used to call it cold shoulder as in back to 2015. You know, it was over time that maybe my mom would say, okay, cold shoulder, nice, we used to wear it.
I always saw it as off shoulder.
Yeah, so I think that why the cold shoulder has come to stay
Ankara.
is,
Don't forget the Ankara factor.
Oh, the Ankara. Well, Ankara has always been there.
Yeah.
You know, Ankara blazers. Now, people are not really doing Ankara blazers because we don't have people who sew them well yet. We have fewer designers who make amazing Ankara blazers. You wouldn't want to mess up your Ankara fabric and making a coat or a lab coat out of it, you know. But the cold shoulder, yes, everybody's doing it because it's quite easier to make. Ankara has always been in trend, that from the Ankara shorts to Ankara belts to, so whatever is in trend. Tomorrow, if leggings is going to be in trend, trust me, it's going to come out in Ankara as well.
Yeah.
But I think that people just tend to like to follow trends. You know, as at last year it was tassels. Today is the Ankara
you know,
culture.
the tricky thing about this whole trending and the people following trends, there's this trend with the ripped jeans, you know, which I actually buy into. But now, yes, but it gets really tricky. Some have it ripped very just
distressed.
That
doesn't make sense to me. But if it makes sense to you, go ahead.
Doesn't make sense. The whole
I don't
usually,
like it. I think it makes me look like I'm running mad. Like I might as well just go to the.
You don't like ripped jeans entirely, or the ones under?
I can do ripped jeans, but it has to be decently ripped.
Right.
If there's any word like that, it doesn't have to be over the top. I'm a minimalist. You know, everything I have to do has to be, you know, in proportion. You don't have to overdo things. You don't have to overwear your makeup. You don't have to over shred your jeans. So I don't buy that because I think that's an overdue.
Exactly. I mean, I've worn ripped jeans before in front of my dad, and he's like, "Are you planning to go mad anytime soon?" And I'm like, "No, I'm still saying that it's just fashion." He's like, "Don't ever wear that again."
I know people who would wear. I've seen a girl being embarrassed because she wore a pair of ripped jeans for an interview. Why would you do that?
Something I'll do, but it's okay. But let's talk about the various styles coming back. Like you said, your mom saw you, you know, with the off-shoulder thing. It's like, oh, cold shoulders. And what else do you think is coming back to fashion in a more refined way, what do you look at and say, okay, you know what, I want this to come back? And what do you see that is back, but you want to go back in time, like go back, don't come back into this time? So what are these fashion trends?
Okay, the fashion trend that I want to see come back is the bell bottoms.
Yeah, I think that's palazzo now, and they call it bootcut.
Oh, okay, Nancy. Not bootcut, bell bottoms.
What's bell bottoms?
Bootcut is the kind of cut that is tight and then it's slightly loose, not so much, right? Just loose that your boot sits right underneath it, and then when you wear your pair of boots, it just forms like a straight cut jeans. So that's bootcut. Yes.
Oh, right.
Yes. Then the bells are like it comes all the way and then it opens up like the bell. You know how the bell
That's
is.
the one we wear now.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's, you know, how the bell is. That's why
Jane, the bell.
So that's why it's called the bell bottom. I would want the bell bottom to come back. Not boot cuts, not palazzos.
But bell bottom.
But bell bottom.
Great. What would you never be caught wearing, Jane?
I would never be caught wearing those glossy leggings, colorful leggings, rainbow colored leggings.
Not even to the gym.
Never ever in my life, even when I'm dead and they wear that on me, I would wake up and tell them, take it off. So I would never be caught dead wearing that. So, no.
Okay, well that's a good one. So not even when you're at the gym, nothing. You never wear
nothing.
Okay, but tell us. I'd like to know this one especially. How do you handle clients' wardrobe malfunctions at events?
I actually enjoy doing that. You know, I think that's the gift God has given to me. Take, for instance, I came to take your measurements, Nancy, and you're a size, or as at the time I took your measurements, you were a size 8. Now, you didn't tell me that it's going to be at that time of the month. Now, and I make your outfit perfectly, or I source for an outfit that is perfect for you based on the size I took. And then we go there and then we're struggling with it and then the zipper rips. So this means that we have to get you a change of outfit completely.
Entirely, yeah.
That's not wardrobe malfunction, that's size malfunction.
Okay, but let's talk about something at the head is you styled Simi, right? And then she came on stage and she said, she couldn't come get awards because her dress, she had malfunctions. What happened?
You and I know that nothing happened. Because a lot of people were waiting to see what happened. Even when she waited, I got a call. I honestly didn't even know that was what she said. You know, I got a call and someone was like, Jane, what happened to her dress? I was waiting, I was watching. When she turned around, nothing happened. The truth is, we had time issues. You know, there was issues with timing. When I style people these days, I try to style people with pieces that has never been seen.
Right.
And I know
that was your collection.
Yes, it was my collection. I did an overnight to make sure that piece was out. And if you look at that outfit, I'm still going to make, you know, like do a lookbook photo shoot with it. Okay. You could tell that it was perfectly made. If I told you that it was made in Nigeria, you would not believe. From the finishing to the choice of fabric to the style, you know, everything was well put together. But hey,
it happens. Great. Well, thank you so much. It's been an amazing interview segment. We're going to go on a short break now, and when we come back, there will be more of Jane Michael. But please enjoy the video of the day. Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video of the day. If you're just joining us, you're watching Trending, brought to you by Airtel. And I still have Jane Michael Kanem with me on Trending. And we've been talking a lot about style and styles against trends. And, you know, it's been a lot to talk about. Yes? Great. It's your favorite topic. But
I know, right?
there's something that has been trending, you know, recent. There's a story about a man called Pretty Mike, who's been walking around with girls on a leash, and he's been going to public places, events, weddings. What is your thought about this?
I can't even think about it.
Okay.
For some reason, I think these girls are like under some kind of spell. I don't understand what is going on.
Okay.
I don't understand how the guy is being given access into so many places with those girls, you know, being leashed. And I was chatting with my friend yesterday, you know, we were just talking about it, and I'm like, I try to imagine myself being one of those girls. And I'm trying to imagine him putting that leash on the choker or whatever it is. I will pull the leash, because he wouldn't be expecting that to happen. So the thing would probably get off his hand, and I would make sure that I use it on his face.
Okay.
I didn't say his body. His face. I have to wipe his face severally.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense at all to me. It doesn't. I don't even know the right English to use.
Well, for me, I think everybody has, you know, free rights. Yes, I'm a feminist, but as a woman, I know what I can take and what I cannot take. But if a woman, you come to me and you say, I want to put a leash on you and I'll pay you this amount. If I say yes, and it becomes my business, because I'm an adult. He's not doing it with kids. He's not doing old people. He's doing it with girls who probably have bills to take care of. And the economy is really bad. So it's easy to actually talk anybody into doing anything these days. But doing it in broad daylight is where actually I'm like, okay. And then the mask thing, he must have told them, you're wearing a mask, don't worry about it, get your money.
Doesn't make sense at all. So.
But the fact that he would use the fact that he has
all.
money is a problem. Right now, let's move on to the fast fire questions, where you are given 60 seconds to answer as many questions as you can. All right, time starts now. When did you start styling?
I started styling 9 years ago.
Who inspires you?
God, my God.
When last did you shower? Okay.
This morning.
Single or married?
Single, but in a relationship.
Okay, dark or light-skinned?
Dark.
Worst place on earth?
I don't know.
Christian or Muslim?
Christian.
Twerk or dab?
Twerk, of course.
Most worst client ever?
Yes.
Most embarrassing day?
I'd have to think about it.
Okay,
Yeah.
most memorable day?
When I was interviewed on CNN.
Okay, yeah. Best clients?
Best clients, you, because you're here.
How much is in your bank account?
Right now, it's less than 100,000 naira.
We wish. We wish. You work every day. I'll be damned. But thank you for playing that. You did well. You were able to answer all your questions.
Really?
Yes, yes. Yes. But let's move on to the next deal, which is the tribe, where you get to give us full meanings of some social media abbreviations and slangs that you possibly know.
I'm very, very bad at that. Even when I chat with people, I don't abbreviate words. And when they say like DYU, like, sorry, what are you doing? That's W. What are you? WYU.
WWYL.
No, WYU. That's what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, what are you doing?
I'm like, sorry, what does that mean? I like what you're doing. So, yeah.
Yeah, but let's try and play this, okay? All right, first one is L8R.
Later.
Great. TMI.
Time, Money, International.
Jane, that is the weirdest thing I've heard this year.
Talk me international. Too much information.
Yeah, actually, you got it right. Okay, next one. NP.
Period. Like MP.
N.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, no, this girl, you're doing something. NM.
N is for no money.
Yeah, there's no money in the economy right now, but that's not what it means.
Never mind.
Yes, never mind.
Did I get it all?
I'm trying to check if there's something, if there's a mirror that you're using. But yeah, you did well. Very, very well. Yes, you got almost everything. You got everything, yes.
Okay, so I'll start abbreviating more because you'd never just know.
exactly who you
Yeah.
might be speaking to.
Yeah.
Some elite things, but that's okay. All right, those are most of the social media abbreviations we have for you on the show today. Let us go on a short break, and when we get back, it'll be time for Jane to read some nasty comments. I'll be right back. Welcome back to Trending, guys, brought to you by Airtel. This is the nasty comments part of the show where we get to see the nasty things that some people have to say to or about our guests on social media. Now, we'll be taking a little twist on this episode. Our nasty comments is going to be the opinions that people have about stylists in general, not to Jane, but to like stylists in general. So I'm going to give this to you. You are going to read and respond. All right, so here you go. Please read and respond.
Please, what exactly is the job of a stylist? Because it's just to pick up clothes now. Anybody can do that. Well, anybody can pick up clothes, but some clothes not trash. Yeah, paying people to style a waste. Paying people to style is a waste of money, to be very honest. Well, sometimes if you as an individual is a very stylish person, yes, paying people will be a waste of money. Okay. The same way you pay your electricians, and all sorts of laborers that come your way to do the job, is the same way people need stylists in their life. So don't be quick to judge. Some more?
Yeah, there's just about one more. And then
okay.
That's it.
You so-called stylists come up with very ridiculous styles, almost as if you smoke before styling somebody. Style is relative. Style is relative again. But for you and the way you put this, I'll definitely smoke to style you.
Yes, that's it. Well, thank you so much, Jane, for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
I had an amazing time.
You did?
Yes, I did.
Great. Yes. Finally, I've had you.
I'm having an amazing time with you, yes.
Yes, so. Great. Thank you so much for having an amazing time with me, but it's time for you to pack up and go.
So I should go with all the sweet words.
Pretty much. Thank you, Jane. All right, guys, enjoy the top 5. I will be right back.
Welcome to Top 5. Today we'll be looking at the top 5 fashion designers in the world. At number 5 is Coco Chanel. Borne Gabrielle Coco Bonheur Chanel, she is an excellent French fashion designer, founder of the well-known Chanel brand, whose modernist thought, practical designs and pursuit of expensive simplicity made her an important and influential figure in 20th century fashion. She was the only fashion designer to be named in Time 100. At number 4 is Giorgio Armani, an outstanding Italian fashion designer, particularly noted for his menswear and for his clean tailored lines. He formed his company Armani in 1975 and by 2001 was acclaimed as the most successful designer to come out of Italy, with an annual turnover of $1.6 billion and a personal fortune of $7 billion as of 2012. At number 3 is Donatella Versace. She is the younger sister to Gianni Versace, and she has proven to be no less a sibling. After the murder of Gianni in 1997, Donatella took over and has taken the Versace name to new heights. She made sure that Versace shops could cater to the different fashion senses around the world, particularly Milan and New York. Top celebrities like Jennifer Lopez and Madonna have endorsed the company's collection of clothes, accessories, fragrances, and home furnishing. At number 2 is Ralph Lauren. In 1970, the first Polo logo was seen in Lauren's line of women's suit that was designed in the classic men's style. 2 years later, the famous short-sleeve shirt with the Polo emblem appeared and it soon became a classic. These shirts have been collected by men all over the world ever since. The collection is so unique that it has been featured in the Boston Museum of Fine Arts. And finally, at the number 1 spot is Tom Ford. Tom Ford is counted among the most famous designers today, with portfolios including 7 as a creative director for both Yves Saint Laurent and Gucci. He wanted to be an actor when he was growing up. He was born in Texas and even took training to be an actor. Tom Ford's popularity as a designer reached peaks in the year 2000, and he was declared the winner of the Best International Designer Award.
Hey guys, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Trending, brought to you by Airtel. I'm definitely going to miss you guys, but I have to say goodbye. Make sure to join the conversation. Follow us on Twitter at HipTv and on Instagram at official HipTv. You can also watch us online at www.hiptv.tv. Until I see your pretty faces next time, do not forget that I love you, but God loves you more. Goodbye.